What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Libra Tarot, where it's Libra here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. Of course, we're going to see if this is your story. We're going to talk about a situation for my Libras today and see if you resonate. Doesn't matter where Libra's at in your chart. You may or may not resonate. That's okay. If you're here during the live, thumbs up. Click the live chat button down below. And let's chat about it, shall we? Let's see what my Libras need to know about today. See if we can get you some advice. What's going on, Libras? What's going on? Let's jump down to the reading screen for those listening to the podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. All right. The bears want to talk today for my Libras. The bears want to talk for my Libras. All right. Let's talk. Libras, what's your situation? What's going on in your situation? What's going on in your situation? What's going on? Ooh, a lot of talking. Woo. Okay. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. What's going on here? Could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Aries, Aquarius. You got the Fool out here. So you are walking away. Wow. Somebody is walking away here. What are you walking away from? You're not only walking away, you're letting go. Is this somebody or is this you? You're letting go and leaving it behind. Let's talk about this. So this is having a communication. This is communication, quick communication, kind of erratic communication that comes in. The Ace of Swords is enlightenment, is clarity. Okay. And then the Fool is taking that journey, a leap of faith. You're heading towards, your sunshine, your happiness. You're basically heading off onto a new path. Letting it go, leaving it behind, moving on. Let's find out what's up. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Too many. Okay. All right. So you already know. You already know. You're coming to this conclusion, Libra. You're coming to the conclusion that there is nothing. In regards to a certain person, you are basically being your own champion here. You're hanging up your heartache, because there was heartache and heartbreak in regards to this. In regards to a person specifically that you are leaving behind. And you're not lying to yourself about it. 100% with your truth is you saw what you needed to see, or you heard what you needed to hear, and you know that this is not equal give and take. It's not what you're wanting. And I believe it's the equal give and take, that there wasn't effort. The effort wasn't balancing out. Like, there's not, you can only give it so much time before you have to finally realize that it's just not for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But this lack of effort here on somebody's part may have broke your heart at some point. Yeah. It kind of kept you stuck. Let's be honest. This lack of effort on both sides, this was a one-sided connection, or it just you didn't feel like it benefit you in some way. Maybe this was a lover at some point. For some of you, it could have been a connection, a very intense connection. But the energy I'm feeling is kind of going a little bit against the cards. And what I'm feeling is that you may have been lovers with this person, friends with benefits, lovers, something like that. Not necessarily. There is a major decision here that has to happen, and you are making that decision. And you are saying that the decision has to be made because you're not playing games anymore. You're not playing around. So you may have been just friends with benefits, or this person's lover, but there wasn't balanced effort here, enough to benefit both of you in the situation. Now, maybe you gave them enough to benefit you, but I'm thinking you're saying there wasn't enough effort for me to stick around. And at some point you may have for a while. They may have played mind games. They may have sent you mixed signals. There was confusion here. And it's like, it never really gets anywhere. The emotions never really get anywhere. So I think at some point, recently or very soon, my Libras are going to be making a decision to get out of this fog, this emotional fog, emotional funk, to see clearly what needs to be seen and to address it. So it's like, you know what? I got to pull my energy back, and I really got to think about this. How does this benefit me? What's in it for me? Well, I really don't feel comfortable in it. I don't feel like it benefits both of us equally. So those are not always easy decisions to make, but they are decisions that have to be made. You understand what I mean? You're seeing the truth. You're seeing the truth of the situation. And I gotta say, congratulations. You may not have wanted to for a while. Okay? Some of you may be going through therapy to realize this. Some of you may have just taken some time to yourself and reflected upon it, and you're like, no, just no, because it should benefit me too. Why should I be sitting around feeling heartbroken when or feeling like this person is just giving me mixed signals, or they just care about me, or I'm one of their options? I don't know what it may be for you in your situation, but you're saying I'm making a big decision that's going to affect me and them both, because what decision you're making here, well, we're about to find out this decision that you're making, but I guarantee you it's going to affect both of you, because you're showing me energy of letting go and moving on. You're showing me the Fool. You're ready for a new chapter in your life, a new adventure. So tell me what this is. You're getting this clarity, this communication, or making this decision that it's not easy to make decisions like this, because maybe you do care about them. Maybe you have put a lot of investment into this person, but you're like, it's not there. It's just really not working. What is this? Excalibur, Ace of Swords. Well, you are seeing it clearly, as clear as day. The sun is out here, and so is Excalibur, Ace of Swords. You are seeing it clear as day that you do not trust this person. You don't trust this person at all. You do not trust this person. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Maybe this person hasn't ever apologized for arguments or confusing you or mixed signals or not investing in the connection properly, according to you. Maybe this person has just, it's like you don't feel that they're sincere. And you're seeing it clear as day. Like they're not offering you anything solid, or they're not sincere in their offer. Okay. All right. So that's the sunshine. That's the clear as day. You're getting that clarity that you've been wanting, that you've been searching for, that Four of Swords reverse. You're saying, I am going to do this one way or the other. And I'm going to figure out what's going on here. Maybe this is a conversation that you have with this person and they don't feel like they owe you an apology, or maybe they don't want to offer you stability. Just want to have fun. There's the mind games. So one of the biggest things to look out for in relationship is, and it can keep you hanging on way too long. It can keep you hanging on way too long. And the reason why I say that is because this person may communicate with you very little, just enough to keep you interested. And they may say things like they care about you, or they may message you every now and then and ask you if you're okay, or how you're doing. But that's it. It's pages. It's pretty immature energy. So maybe this is a new person. I don't know. But it looks like you've spent some time here to get to the point where you have to make a major decision about this. It looks like you've spent some time here with this person. At least trying. So after being with somebody for a while, I'm talking like 6 months to a year and definitely beyond, you should be in a stronger connection. Like you should know if somebody has feelings for you by then. Definitely after a year. You should know that somebody's not just like, oh yeah, I think you're cute and you're fun, and I'm talking about of dating, of being with this person, because there's 7 cups here to 8 cups. So it's like it just gets so far. There is heartbreak here already. And it's like they just barely give enough. And I think that's what's caused the tension. But you're seeing it clearly, which you might have been wondering if this person truly cared about you, whether they had feelings for you. You may have asked them these questions. You may be asking them these questions like, do you truly care about me? Do you have feelings for me? And where's this going? Because you're not going to fight. You're not fighting this person. You're not wanting to fight. You're just asking for clarity here. Okay? This could be you asking them, or you actually asking yourself this to make this decision. Okay? Like, do they really even care? Don't let, especially if you have months to years with people, if it's not getting past a page energy, which is like, if you've spent time together, a considerable amount of time together, and all they can say is, oh, I care about you, or, I think you're cute, and, we have fun together. Are you wasting your time? Are you wasting your time with this person? Especially if you're wanting somebody to lock you down, secure a relationship, talk about the emotions, this is not going to fly for you. It's not. It's not. Yeah. So the investment, that's the problem. The investment is the problem. Okay, the investment is the problem. Like, how much time do they give to you? How much, that's what you're saying. The effort's not matching here. That's what's caused all this pain. Although I'm getting over that, I'm seeing it now, what has caused the pain. This person doesn't effort to you in the same ways. And you're no longer wanting to feel unsure or insecure about it. It's like, oh, they effort. They give just enough. Just enough. Well, how long have they been giving just enough? Let's talk about that. How long have they been giving just enough? That's what's causing the issues here. Because it makes you feel neglected. It makes you feel like they don't care. It makes you feel like they could abandon the situation at any moment because they're really not giving an F. They're really not investing. Okay. So you are in the process of trying to make this decision. Some of you are wondering if there's other people involved. But I feel like you are just like trying to make this decision under the light of day. So in your moon energy, in your hidden energy, it's like what you're trying to keep from this person is that you're pissed off at this person. You really want to, your truth, if we were to be honest, you don't want to have nothing to do with this person. You may be feeling like they are cold and detached, that they're not nice. You may be feeling like they are not wanting a long-term relationship and they're not very warm and inviting. You may be feeling like they're more focused on their own finances than they are a relationship. You may also feel like they're very materialistic and they're not really wanting to relationship. Okay? It's like self-centered energy. If we're being honest, you're being honest with me and telling me that this is what's going on. And this energy makes you feel like this person doesn't give an F about the connection. They barely give enough. They just give enough. So maybe this person is going through a divorce, or maybe they're already married or in another commitment and they can only give you so much time. Or maybe they're just married to their finances and their career and they can only give you so much time. But is that really fair to you? That's what you're saying here. I want fairness. I want to see this clearly, and you are. I want fairness. I want this to be fair. And, maybe you have to make that decision that says it's not fair to me. And it's you got to be willing to be vulnerable here and to let go, to stop trying, to stop pushing, stop struggling. Because it's confusing you. It's causing you problems. You're probably losing money in the process. You're just kind of hanging in the balance of, what this tells me is you're hanging in the balance of we're always in the just barely a relationship. So I feel like you've spent time with this person, months to years with this person. And I think now you're saying, I got to let this go. I got to walk away from this. I got to leave this behind. I got to let it go. It's willing to see it for what it truly is, to honestly, to look at it completely from a logical, rational perspective, and to stop fighting it. Just like, you know what? If I need to move on, I need to move on because I'm not getting what I want here. I'm really not getting what I want here. I may get pieces. I may get parts from time to time. I may get some communication. I may get some, how are you doing? And, you know, but I really don't get what it is I'm looking for. And it's kind of like in a perpetual state of, are we a thing or are we not a thing? Are we getting this off the ground or are we not? And if you've been doing that with somebody for months to years, no. At a certain point, it's going to cause you so much frustration and stress and heartache because you're going to get tired of it. I think you're at the point where you're exhausted. You're done. And because it's not giving love and it's not efforting, and you already know it. Your intuition is telling you this. You already know it, and you're keeping this a secret. You already know it. This person is not giving you love. They're not sharing their love. They may be taking more than they are giving, some of them, but they're definitely not efforting. The effort isn't matching. It's like, are we a perpetual new relationship, or are we ever going to grow? Well, that's the question. Because you're saying I'm ready to take a leap of faith, and I feel like it's in a new direction here because there's a gap that needs to be bridged here. I think that you're ready to head off into a new direction and to let this go. Yeah. You talk about so much stress and overwhelmment, so much anger and hostility, stress and overwhelmment, frustration, resentment. Good Lord, have mercy. All of the stress. Queen of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Good morning, Mary. Mando Joe's here. You're deciding to move into a different direction, to let it go. And I don't blame you at all. Like, how many months to how many years have you been trying to get this off the ground and it hasn't grown at all? They may say they care and they have fun with you and, you know, tickle the pickle or whatever every now and then, but there's nothing balanced here. And it looks like most of you are tired of the stress and the anxiety and the resentment. I mean, you're pissed. You're angry. You have every right to be. It's not growing anywhere. It's not growing at all. It stays stuck in a perpetual state of, are we something or are we not something? Are we going to be in a relationship or are we not? So you may be dealing with somebody who is self-centered, who enjoys their freedom and their independence, but likes your attention from time to time. That's not a relationship. And I don't think you are interested in this. To be honest with you, you've already said it. In my shadow, in my moon, in my emotions, I know the truth. I know that this person is cold and callous, maybe even a little bitchy. And they're either extremely materialistic or they are not standing up for they're not wanting to be responsible for a full relationship. They just want parts of it. And that sucks. If you're interested in this person or you love this person, but you know, you're ready to see it for what it is and you're ready to do whatever it takes. If you have to sever ties with it, you will. If you have to move, you will. If you have to leave this person behind, you will. Because your anxiety and stress, your ego is telling you it's time to move on. Your ego is telling you this is too much pain. What does our ego do? It protects us. And at a certain point, if we can no longer handle the stress and the overwhelm and the anger and the rage and the resentment, we got to move. We got to go. Because it ain't getting no better. 10 Swords reverse. You're trying to recover your anxiety and stress, so much stress and overwhelmment, and you're just like, I just want to be happy. I just want to be successful. I just want to move on somewhere, you know? There's the moon in reverse. So you already realized that this is under your moon. For most of you, you already know that you know who this person is, and you know what they stand up for. You know how they are. Okay? If you're resonating with this, you already know who this person is. You know how they behave. You know what they want. There's no question. So it's just a matter of making that final decision. Now, what advice can I give to my Libras that are making this final decision to move on successfully elsewhere? Like, what are you supposed to do? Carry the relationship by yourself? You might as well be alone. Might as well be alone. That's no good. That's no fun. I'm in it by myself. You feel left out of this connection more than you do left in. That's for sure. You feel left out of this connection more than you do left in. You already know what's happening here. Okay. So what you keep doing is you stay stagnant in this. What you're leaving behind and what you know that you need to leave behind is the fact that this is not repairable. That this person isn't going to share their love, and you're going to leave behind going back to it. You've went back to it multiple times. I'm telling you, months to years, you've tried this multiple times to the point where it's not working. It only gets to a certain level, and that is it. So you're telling me you already know that you need to cut ties and leave this person in the past, because you've kept cycling things with this person. You know that they're not going to return your love. Even if you were to return, they were to return to you, it wouldn't go anywhere, and they wouldn't return your love. Okay? And they would probably still be cold and detached and unloving or cold. Okay. So you are releasing for your happiness long term. You're making a decision to sever ties with this individual. You're saying that you're not going to, that you see it for what it is, and you are making the right decision for yourself. You're telling me that you are the King and the Queen of Swords here, with the Ace of Swords, with the Knight of Swords. So you are your own champion, and you are seeing it clearly that you are, you're not wanting to balance with this devil. You're releasing this bond. It was probably a pretty unhealthy one, a toxic one, and you're not interested in balancing in the heart space with this person. You know that it's not going to heal. And you know that it is what's best for your happiness long term. You're saying this is not ever going to be a 10 of cups for me. We can have fun and we can hang out. We can, say we care, but it's never going to get past the page of cups. And you know that this is not somebody who wants to be responsible for a long-term commitment. So you're not going to fight it anymore. For some of you, it was a lover. For some of you, it was a very unhealthy connection. You're not dealing with it anymore. Well, okay. What made you make that decision? What was that final decision? What made you make that final decision? You had to have the courage to follow your intuition. Your intuition's been telling you for a while that there's something off about this. Man, we really don't like to listen to our inner beings, do we? When our intuition is like, no, you need to go. This isn't working. It's not healthy for you. Somebody It takes a lot of courage to really truly trust your intuition. And if you're new to it, it feels weird, okay? But somewhere inside of you, it said that you were either being breadcrumbed or there was multiple people involved, okay? And that it was just the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, your intuition was telling you that there was a lot of lust and passion here. Unconditional love, but it was only Six of Pentacles. Like it was just sometimes spent, but not truly investing. It was just, we're friends, we're hanging out, every now and then. And this is why it couldn't get off the ground to stabilize in a long-term connection, or why the connection ended. Because there wasn't enough effort on both parts. On somebody's part, on both parts, or whatever. Okay? And that's what helped you make that final decision, or helps you make that final decision, is listening to what your intuition is guiding you through, Your intuition has been telling you something has been off. It's like you've been feeling it. So under your moon, you already know that this person may have ghosted you. Ghosted means you had a plan to be together and to grow this relationship, and then they're nowhere to be found. Or this person abandons any kind of actual growth or benefit, like they just don't show up. They kind of ghost or don't show up, or they disappear for some of them. But most of you, I feel like this is a person who's there, but they're not there. And it's like you know it inside, deep within yourself. You know this as a fact. You know the truth. And the truth is that this has got to be cut ties. This person either has somebody else, or this is not somebody who is going to be honest or a great conversationalist, or this is a person who is absolutely, without a doubt, materialistic and not invested in standing up for and being responsible for a relationship long term. You just know it. You just know it. You just know it. You know it. You just know it. Although you know it, you still don't take any action to move on. Okay? So even though you know this about this person, you don't take any action. You kind of panic and freak out, and you have an anxiety attack or something, and you don't move on. Okay? Some of you may be sexually attracted to this person, and that's what keeps you there. So you have a life lesson attached to this. You have something that you need to learn. I do see that the majority of you over the next 3 months, it looks like you're going to be making a decision to head in a different direction and to let it go. Because it's like, when we talk about a love relationship, when we talk about something that can lead to marriage, which most of us want, we want somebody that can build that foundation and then over time get to the full thing, from 0 to 100. Well, this is like staying here at like 5 to 10. There's no up and over with this one. It's like it just stays here. Kind of meh, we show up every now and then. We see each other and hey, how are you doing? There's so much stress and anxiety here and overwhelmment, and you're just like, I'm ready to get out of this. Eventually you're going to get, if you haven't done it yet, it looks like eventually you're going to get to the point where your ego is like, screw this. I am ready for somebody's attention. I am ready for something. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready for victory. I'm ready to go and just move away from this. Because it's just so, the mental processes in this, yes, you're mental people. You process logically and stuff, but it's just so heavy. Like, it's time to see this for what it truly is. So I hope that you do, because you've gone around and around with this. You've stayed in it for months to years. There's history here, and I don't see a great history. I see, it's just, they give just enough. For what? Why? Because there's a sexual attraction? A passion? No. There's got to be something else. Something else has got to be done here. So it looks like you're going to be addressing it and coming to terms with it and making some sort of decision moving forward. Them's the words, them's the messages. That's what I got for you today. And I hope that it helps, because you're showing me so much awareness and pain. I mean, clarity, the sun, the Ace of Swords. You know, you're ready for fun and enjoyment. You're ready to get out of this moon energy, this devil energy. You're ready to break free from this anxiety and this stress and this overwhelmment. So, good job. You're done. It's like maybe you just didn't want to see it. Maybe for a while you just didn't want to see it. And that's okay. It looks like you're going to be, because your intuition is telling you that it's time to look at it. That's what I got for you. I hope it helps. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe, and I hope to see you all around real soon. Namaste.